Hey, what's happening YouTube? Kenny Tony coming at you. Today we have a video for you. So today's video is going to be a little off topic and a little different than what I typically do. So for the most part, if you check out my channel, you see that I do ATVs and I do four-wheelers, but today's video is going to be completely different. What I'm going to do is my review and my thoughts immediately on the new Spider-Man No Way Home movie that my children and I just went and saw. And if you're a Marvel's fan like I am, you should be a little interested in what you're going to be going to see. So in my area, the video was released today, December 16th at 3 o'clock. It first came out. My kids and I were the first ones, not the first ones, but we saw the first release of it. And overall, I would say it was a really good movie. I would say that it was probably on the top of some of my Marvel's movies, especially with some of the new releases. You know, after they did the Avengers 2 movies, like the Endgame, you know, it kind of was like, boom, Avengers real big. So I was kind of wondering what they were going to come out with. And, you know, you see some of these different trailers and see some of these different movies. So basically, the Eternals I went and saw, and I wasn't a fan of it. I saw it once, and I won't go see it again. It's just, you know, it's stored in the file cabinet of these different movies. But the Spider-Man No Way Home, I mean, I liked it. I did like it. It had its typical Spider-Man stuff that you expect to see in it. The little corny jokes and Spider-Man being a little wuss, you know, those kind of things. But overall, I would say that, you know, I would say that Andrew Garfield happens to be probably the best Spider-Man that I like out of all of them. I'm not really sure why. I mean, maybe it's just the way he looks versus the, you know, Tom Holland and the Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire just seemed to be a baby in all the movies that I saw. I just felt like every time I was watching it, I was looking at some dude look like he's about to cry all the time. And Tom Holland is just like the same. But Andrew Garfield, I like him the best of it. I'm not saying he's in this movie, but I like the two Amazing Spider-Mans. You know, the one with the Electro and then the one with the Lizard. You know, the big lizard, Dr. Connor, you know. But overall, I thought this movie was great. I've watched all of the clips and all of the little trailers that's come out and a lot of people's, you know, predictions of what the movies were going to be and what it wasn't. I think some of them were spot on. Some of the things that people thought was going to happen in the movie did. Was there more than one Spider-Man? I'm not going to tell you. It was pretty good. We knew the villains that were in the movie. I think it did hype me up a little bit. Like when movies are really big like this, one of the things that I find that's a little challenging is when they take so long. The movie was 2.5 hours long. So when I sat down into the theater, and the time I left my theater was 3 o'clock to 5:30. And when the movies are long like this, they're long because they build up each individual character, give you a little bit of history, a little bit of information. So, you know, you have one villain, two villain, three villain, and then they talk, and this is from this universe, and this is from that universe. This person knows this person knows that person. When you go through all that, and then you have the final battle at the end, you expect the battles to be a little bit longer. Like, I would expect like I would love a 15-20 minute fight scene, but they never do that, and that's never even, you know, possible. But that's one of the things when they have these huge scenes like this, is it builds up, and then it's over. So when we had the same thing, I think, in Avengers, they hyped us up with the Hulk getting hammered by Thanos in the very, very, very first, you know, intro of the video, the first Avengers. What is the first Avengers? Infinity War. So when they hyped that all up, you expected to see the, you know, Hulk and Thanos go at it again. Then they kind of introduce, you know, Professor Hulk and all that. And I was like, oh, maybe it's going to be Professor Hulk because he kind of hyped up. But at the very end, it kind of wasn't either of them. You know, it was just kind of, he snapped his fingers and he was almost out of the fight after that. But that would have been a good opportunity for them. With this one, the main fight in the climax of the movie, I would say, was right in the middle. I mean, it was like, what the heck is happening? What's going on? And wow, mind blown. My kids were like sitting right here, little head sitting right here, and they were like looking at me, and I was like, shoot, I was like, whoa, stop talking, I want to see what's happening. So then we saw what was happening. And then a lot of things then at that point clicked in the other movies, you know. But not going to say too much, because if I explain that, it's going to let you know some history. But watch the movie. I enjoyed the movie. I liked the movie. It's just my quick thought about it, my quick 2 cents. I know a lot of people want to see what this movie is going to be about, and I would say it was not completely horrible in my opinion. you know, I wasn't horrible in my opinion. I actually liked it. Would I watch it again? Yes. Would I probably buy it and own it? Probably so. So one more thing I remember when I was editing the footage is that there are 2 post-credit scenes. So one is actually at the end of the movie. So then after you watch that one, credits go up, and then there's a second one. Stay for them both, and they're both going to be very, very interesting. I want to see where they're going to take these. All right, everyone. Thank you for checking out this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.